Welcome to the Tabletop Gaming Guild show. The Tabletop Gaming Guild show is all about the memories and experiences of playing tabletop games with friends and family can create. On this episode, we're going to be playing The White Castle. Really loved my first playthrough it. Really looking forward to my second. This is the first time Evan's played. If you've seen our first playthrough, Nathan's played. In that, we're not going to talk about who won that game. It wasn't Nathan.
And it wasn't James.
Oh, we weren't talking about it. But anyway, in this game, we're going to be playing over 4 rounds. And each of our rounds, we're going to be able to take 3 turns. So we'll have 12 turns by the end of this game. And we're trying to score the most points. Well, how do you score points? We're going to do that first, and then I'm going to explain to you what you can do. So you're going to score points by making it along the passage of time track here. And you'll notice that there's little trees blocking things up. When you're moving your disc along there, if you go past the first tree, you have to pay 1 paishu piece. And then if you're in that range, you're going to get 3 points, which is the fan. So the fan is the points. And then if you need to go past the second tree, you'll have to pay 2 of those paishus. And then you'll be able to go past that tree. Let me make sure they're actually called the paishu pieces. You can gain them in multiple different places. They are... Nathan, do you remember these terminologies?
Isn't it like the show? No, it's not. It's not a shogun. It's something like that, though.
Orange round discs of orange juice. So you need to pay 2 of those, and then for the
There
third
goes
tree,
our Japanese viewership.
The third tree, you have to pay 3 of them. So actually, you know what? I did it backwards too. It's 3 rounds, 4 turns each. So you still get 12 turns total in this game. The other way that you're going to get them is you're going to get them for the amount of resources that you have on your board there. So on your board, you can have rice, you can have steel, and you can have pearls. So if you have your marker, which shows your resources, that goes above those lines. So if you go by the first line, you get 1 point. If you go have the max amount of resources, you get 2 points. For your paishu pieces or whatever the heck they are.
Damio.
What are they? Damios?
They're Damio seals.
Damio seals. For the Damio seals and for your coins, I believe that you're going to get, I think it shows somewhere on the board, but I think you get 5 to 1 on those for points, so it's not that great. The other way that you're going to get points is you're going to get points for having your little workers on the board. So you're going to have 3 different places you could have your workers. And you have 3 different types of workers in the game, which are designated on your board. And as you put your workers out, they're going to give you more bonuses for using your personal board, which we'll go over in a second. But you have your farmers over on the left here, where the dice are and the bridge is. There's 2 sides. There's the left and the right side. Those farmers, you could only have 1 of your own there, but other players could place them on each one. Down below, you're going to see the little picture of a farmer, and then points that you get beside it. So the one in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to get 1 point for having your farmer there. The one in the bottom right-hand corner, you would get 7 points for having your farmer there. The other place you're going to get points is you could get people into the palace here. And those workers are called your...
Courtiers, I think?
Yeah. And those will be worth the number of points printed on the room that you make it to. So if it's in the one on the bottom left, it's going to be 3 points. If you make them all the way to the top of the palace, they'll be worth 10 points each. The final place that you can get your workers is your warriors over there, and that's the upper right-hand corner. This, you can have any number of your warriors in these locations. And what these ones actually do is they're going to give you points for every one of your servants or whatever the heck they are in
Courtiers.
the palace. Yeah, in the palace. So for each one of those, so like if you're in the upper left-hand corner of the warrior area, you'll get 2 points for each one that's in there, each. So that's nice. So that's a lot of the ways that you're going to get points in the game and the bulk of the points throughout the game. So what else do you do in this game? How does this game function? Well, on your turn, you're going to draft a die. Now, if you look at the bridges here, you can either get a die on the left or the right on each of these stacks. When you draft your die, the other ones will move off the bridge to that location. Now, if you draft on the left, so if you grab a die on the left, immediately you see this little lantern icon, which is going to happen a lot in the game. That lantern icon will fire off you see a little lantern icon down on your board here. When we start the game, you're going to get a starting resource that's going to fire off and get, or starting action. But as the game goes by and you get cards from moving your workers up in the palace, which I'll show you in a second, that is going to get better and better. But you're going to gain resources every time and maybe actions every time you get a drafted die from the left and get that lantern thing. If you draft a die from the right, you don't get anything, but you get the higher number normally because they go from lowest to highest. When you draft your die, then you get to place your die down. So there's several different places you can place your die, and they're mainly in just the palace, the lower section, two parts of the board there, and your player board. Now, the die does not need to match the number that you're placing it, but it does matter. So if we go over the palace first, you'll notice that in the palace, there's 3 layers, but only 2 of them can let you put dice. The number is whether you're going to have to pay or get paid when you put your dice there. And then the colors that are beside it are the color dice that you are required to place there and what action it'll give you. So if we look at the one on the second level to the left, if we place a die, let's say I place a 2 there, I'm going to have to play 2 money to place that die there. And then I get to take the action. So if I place a white die, I will be able to move up the time track and fire off a lantern action. If I place a black die there, I'll get to fire off the farmer action, which I'll go over in a minute. But die placement, the reason the number matters is whether you have to pay or get paid. So if I put a 6 where that 4 is, I get paid 2 money. Now, each of the locations on the board, for the most part, can have 2 dice placed on top of them. So not on your home board, but on these boards. So if Nathan places a 4 there, I look at that number to compare when I do mine, but I could also place a die there too. The bottom action here, you have 2 other places you can put them on the board. The bottom action on the left there is the well, and that one you could put any number of dice on there. Doesn't matter, 2, 15, all your dice. Everybody can put them there. It's like a free spot, and you gain a Daimyo seal, and then you gain 2 random resources. This time it is resources of your choice, but these change per game. Like you have little tiles that you put out for those. So this is a place like if you're hurting and you need to go there, great, you can do that. It's also a place that you can gain money because chances are you're going to use a die that's more than 1.
It's a pity spot, basically. No matter what, you can always go there.
No matter what, you can always go there. It's the pity spot. Okay, so the one on the far right here, we're going to go over those 3 symbols because those are key to getting your people on the board. So if you put your die on one of those places, you could do the thing to the left or right. So there's 3 different icons here, and these will refer to the icons, the actions where you can place your meeples out on the board from your player board. So the farmer action, which it looks like that bridge, you could place a farmer in any one of these open areas for you. So it's just an area that you personally do not already have a farmer. Your opponent can, but you can't. So if I don't have a farmer in one of these places, I can place it. The cost of placing the farmer is the icon above where the farmer gets placed. So if I want to place it on the far left one, on the top row, it's going to cost me 1 food, and I can place that farmer there. When I place the farmer there, I immediately get the action beside it. So in this case, it's any 2 resources that I want. So any one of those up to 2 times. The one beside it is if I play 4 food, I get to if I have the money when I place it, pay 3 money, and then I can do a warrior action, which we'll go over in a minute. And these tiles get changed up per game, so they're a little different each time too. One of the benefits for farmers is also at the end of the game, there's going to be, at the end of the round, there'll be some dice left here. Okay? Whichever bridges have the dice left in it, those farmers get to fire off their action again. So it's good to keep those dice on the bridge or plan, to get benefit from that. And in a nutshell, that's the farmer action. The next thing you could do is the palace action, where we could go and place people in the palace. The way that works is you have to pay to place your worker at the entrance. One important thing about the entrance is, yes, you do get 1 point per person you have in the entrance. However, since they're not in the palace, any warriors that you have on there, you don't get the points for those people because they're not in the palace. The warrior only gives you points for each one of your meeples in the palace. But anyway, you can spend 2 money and you put one whatever they are. What'd you say they were? Courtier in there. And then courtier, and then you could pay 2 pearls to move that up 1 level. And when you move one up into one of these spots, you get to take the card and perform one of the white background actions. And then you replace the card. That card goes onto your mat, and the existing card gets flipped over, and it becomes a bonus for your lantern action. Also, at the end of the game, you'll get those points that are in that tile if your meeple, wherever your meeple's at. You could also pay 5 pearls and jump up 2 levels. And everything is adjacent to everything in this. So if I'm on the far right of the first level, I could jump up to the far left of the second level or whatever. They're all adjacent. If you make it up to the top level, you get to perform the lantern action. And then if you're one of the first 3 meeples up there, you get to pick your bonus. So you could do lantern action plus lantern action, move 2 times on the time track, or get 3 money. So you get bonuses from going up there. That 3 doesn't limit you. You could have any number up there. It's just the first 3 get those bonuses. And they could be all yours if you want. That in a nutshell is the palace actions. The third action, if you send a warrior on there, you're going to have to pay to place your warrior there in steel. So the steel is the cost in the bottom left-hand corner. And then you're going to get the rewards that are on the top. Now, these tiles also change per game. So Nathan noticed that these might be a little different. The one with the white symbol there, like the white cube, means that you could pick any white cube action on the board in the palace, and you get to do that without having your person there. The last place you could place your dice is on your player board. You'll notice that these are all 6s. So if you place anything other than a 6, you're going to have to pay for it. What's going to happen then is you're going to get every single resource in that row that's uncovered, and you're going to get to fire off the card that you placed there. So the card that you placed there, you get a starting one at the beginning of the game that's going to give you 1 thing. So in this case, like, it's either going to be a farmer action or go to the palace, depending on the pair that you pick. But you'll get to fire that off if it's in the row. And that's it for how you could place dice. Now, the name of this game is by chaining actions. So as the game goes by and you get to do these different things, you get to fire off big turns of getting junk, which you'll see as it goes. But that's going to be placing your dice on there. That's going to be the big things. And you're like, wow, we don't have any resources. Well, starting with Evan, you get to pick what your starting resources are. So when this top row is going to be what your starting resources are, and if you notice that symbol in the upper left hand corner after you get your starting resources, that's what that's going to be for the lantern effect, because it gets flipped over for that. So this first one here is going to gain you 2 money. It's going to gain you 2 food. It's going to gain you a steel, and it's going to gain you a Daimyo seal. and you also gain a money decree, which is another bonus for your lantern area. The next one up is going to give you 3 resources of your choice, 4 money, and 1 Daimyo seal. The other one's going to give you 2 resources of your choice, 4 money, and 2 Daimyo seals. The last one's going to give you 2 steel, 1 pearl, 5 money, and 1 Daimyo seal. Down below, that's going to be your actions if you take your player board stuff. That's what the final thing that you can do is. Now, one of the things is money becomes pretty important in the beginning because it allows you to not be beholden to necessarily getting the best die and making sure you get paid for or don't have to pay to go to a spot. Food is really good if you want to do farming actions. Steel if you want to do the warrior. And pearls if you want to start moving people into the palace. Depending on which track you want to take, and you're going to be doing a little bit of everything. The last thing I'll mention is this time track will set our turn order. So after this first round into the second round, whoever's farthest in the turn track will become the first player, then the second one, and then the third, and so on. So it doesn't necessarily go clockwise after the first round. So any questions before you pick your first card, Evan?
No.
There's a couple things I want to point out. Now, if you notice in the palace, the middle one, if you replace a black die in that middle one, you get both of those black actions, not just one of them.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that does change. The same with the red one over there in the far bottom right. If you place a red die on there, you get all the red stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in case it wasn't clear, like the difference in the value of the number versus on your die is how much money you pay or gain.
Yeah. So if you're higher, you gain money. If you're lower, you lose money. If you're the same, you're fine. Everything's fine. How are you? Yeah.
And farmers only trigger the first end of the first 2 turns, not the third turn.
That's also true. And they also don't trigger if you don't have dice on the top on there.
Correct.
But they do always trigger when you place them, regardless of round.
I believe there'll be 3 die left at the end of the game. End of the round.
And round? Yeah, so yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we only get 3 dice, actually, per round. All right. So now you're going to get all your starting resources, which is super awesome. You get to pick a couple.
Actually, says it on top right. We got 3 rounds, 3 dice per round.
Yeah, so it's 9. You actually get 9 actions, not 12. 9. I don't know which one I'm going to take this time.
All right. I got my stuff. I got that.
I already know.
And then you're limited to 5 seals, and that's all you can have at one given time.
Yes. But you can, okay, so 2 actions you can always take on your turn, which is like, hey, I didn't use my seals and I want to use them. You could always trade 2 seals in for any 1 resource or 1 seal for 1 coin.
But you can, it's not if you don't use them, you'll lose them or anything, correct?
No. And they're worth a small amount of points at the end of the game. Very, very small.
All right, so I got my resources and everything, and then either seal my action or I can just confirm, so I'm not going to do any seal actions because it seems silly at this point.
Art. Like that?
Yep.
All right, so Evan's all set up. What should I do? Oh, Nathan gets to pick next.
Me.
Dang, Nathan.
Well, which one were you going for, James? So Nathan
I
knows
am
not
not
to take
telling you. It's a nasty hypothesis. Actually, there's 2 I equally like, so it actually doesn't really matter at all which one Nathan picks.
Yeah, it's probably the same 2 I'm looking at.
Probably. They both have their own benefits.
Oh, I don't know if you mentioned seal actions.
Yeah, I just did.
Like trading two. Okay.
I just did. Just like 3 seconds ago, Nathan. 3 seconds ago.
I probably fell asleep. You took too long.
Playing the role of a goldfish as Nathan.
Yes.
I don't like picking last.
Well, you had two choices, you said, so it shouldn't matter if you.
Oh no, I know which one I'm taking. I was like, but now because I equally care about them, I was like, well, now suddenly for no reason, I care more about the one I didn't get.
That sounds about right.
Which is like, who cares? All right.
So that was pre-round one.
Yeah, this is the start of the game now. So since I was the last to pick, I'm the first to go. So
I don't like that I'm last.
Yes, and you're last. I think.
If you take my spot, I will hunt
I will
you down.
cut you. No. What? Why would I ever do that? Why would it? Why? I don't even know what you're talking. I would never do this to you. What spot do you want? I mean, you can tell me. It's fine.
Yeah, you should go and just do the seal action. That's
Just
it.
the seal action. All right, I'm trying to
Every
think.
turn, seal action.
Man. I am going to. Oh, plus during the game too, you can just gain points too. So you can also do that, which are those red fans. So.
Cha-cha-cha?
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
I don't want to do this already. But.
What don't you want to do already?
I want to do more things.
It's literally round one. Turn one.
Round one. What are you complaining about? What are you saying? Gonna take a gardener action here. 3 different places I can go. You know what might be cool? You know what's better than doing the gardener action? Okay. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna pay my 2 food. Then I'm going to do an action on the board now. I sort of do like the well action, don't I? Yeah, we're going to do the well action. So I gain a coin. And I'm going to go ahead and gain one of these. Gain one of these. And then I'm going to gain my Domio seal. I'm going to confirm. So that wasn't too bad of a first turn.
Mm-hmm. Did that. Oh, you get money there. I think this will work. Pay 2 money. I don't have that. I will have that. Interesting. I think it's too early to do that. I think what I'm gonna do instead
is pass. Go to the well. Go to the well. Get money. Go to the well.
No. I am going to. Hopefully, so that'll be my next action. So this action will be this thing. Or I could do that.
Oh, what was funny is like at the end of the thing when we looked at how long people took. Now you're gonna look bad because I did the whole teach during your turn.
Yep. Confirm. Yes.
So Nathan is going to get 2 resources.
Yes.
And
Not a very.
what was that? Was that a 1? Did you get a money too?
I got 2 iron. That's my. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gain a money for being
Higher than
die
the 3,
higher.
yeah.
Next turn I do that. Ooh, that's even better.
Ooh. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
What are you talking about? Hmm.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah. I think eventually I need to get me some pearls. That's basically what needs to happen. Hmm.
Now, how do you put people in the gate again?
You have to do the palace action, which is that little. If you look at the bottom right hand corner of the board, you have the bridge, which is the farmer action. The middle one that looks like the palace is the palace action, and then you have the warrior action. If you take the palace action, you get to put them in the entrance, and then you can start moving them up.
That's okay. That's how you do. Okay. I was
Now
just
you get to do
double-checking.
both if you have the resources. So you want to try to make sure you at least have two pearls when you do this, because you get to place them at the gate and move them if you want, as long as you have at least 2
Okay.
money and 2 pearls.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't have enough stuff to do everything I want.
You will start getting that a lot later on. What do you have?
So let me do that.
You have food.
Yeah, I do that. Let me do that. I get to do that. Now that I understand how the game works, I can plan all this out.
Nathan has a good bit of steel going.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, you get to do the 2 things. Now remember, you're if you pay to do the warrior action, you don't have any steel. So you can always revert your action if you don't want to do that, or you could do the well first and gain your 2 steel to put your warrior out. So you do have an option to be able to still do your thing. Which he already knew, because I see him getting the stuff. Yep. And then you get 2 on the passage of time track. All right. So what do I want to do? Hmm. Dang it.
Oh, okay. I was looking. I was like, "Where did you?"
Oh yeah,
place
I put
that?
it down on
But it
my
was on your
board.
board.
Yep. I
was like, I'm confused. I don't see where that 4 went.
So now I get to gain 2 resources. Okay. And that puts me in a slightly better spot in life.
But we can't be having that.
Or can we? Yeah, don't forget about being able to place on your player board, especially when you start getting stuff out. Then stuff gets better. Oh, Nathan took my die. I was hoping no one wanted white for anything. Oh, what's Nathan gonna do?
Joining you over there.
Yeah, that's a good spot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Domino seals are pretty good. But I think I actually want this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the rest of the numbers are pretty crappy.
Yep.
Hmm. So, huh.
Which actually screws me up.
Does it?
Yeah. I can't take the action I wanted to take next. Because the numbers are just garbage.
Yeah, they're pretty low. There's always the well. Don't go there unless you have to. Hmm.
You do that.
This is going to be painful no matter how I do this.
It doesn't have to be. But yeah, it just depends on what you're trying to do. Yeah, just depends.
Well, what I want to do involves the black die, and it's going to cost me.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's going to be painful.
Well, you got the money. That's why early game money is good.
Use one of the red dice. Then he doesn't get his bonus action if you use all the red dice.
I'm gonna use the black dice so you don't get your bonus action. Nah, I know what I'm doing.
All right.
That's not actually to turn out to be that bad. Hmm. I'm in the palace.
So he's replacing that card, so we get new possible action. Although all the die values are awful for trying to do that action. I
Okay.
could do that actually.
What card do we get? Ugh. Okay.
I pay 2, I go there, then I have 2 left to do that. But I don't have. Oh, and I would have that to do that. Okay. So
Are you
I
gonna get a
think you.
1 or a 3? That's your choices.
I think he kind of made up my mind for me.
Did I?
Yeah. So I think what I'm doing is taking this red one.
Okay. And paying lots and lots of money. So much money.
Yeah. I just make it double checking, making sure I have the resources to do what I'm trying to do. And yes, I believe I do. So I'll do this. Go here, pay 2.
Ah, that's not too bad.
I gain a clam and a money, or whatever they call them.
Domino seals.
Gain 2 points.
Mm-hmm. Can spend a Domino seal.
Yeah, and I spend a Domino seal to place a warrior, which I can do at the 3 iron place.
Yeah, and then you get to do a palace action.
Yep. So I can perform a courtier action. Pay 2 to get out of courtier, so I'm out of money. Oh, no, I got 1 money left. Then 2 to move up. So I'm moving this guy up. Which card do I want, though?
I don't know.
I think I want this center card. Yeah.
Yeah, your lantern action's pretty sweet, actually. Ah, now you beat me for the passage of time, too, because you're a bum.
So I can. How do I get both or just one?
You only pick one. Just
Pick
one.
one, yeah. So lantern. Okay, the well action is probably better right now because it gives me a Domino seal, which I need.
Oh, yeah, you do need a Domino cell. Plus 2 resources. That's nothing to sniff at.
And Domino seal and the 2 resources. I think are going to be iron.
Definitely all in on that warrior.
The gain of money. And what's up
Ooh.
next? That's an interesting one.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
You like it?
I like it.
Oh, actually, that is pretty good. You get the Domino seal, and then you can spend it.
Yeah, and you get your resource, which could be iron.
Yeah,
You know, so that's not too bad. Not too bad
I
at
do
all.
like that.
All right, I just want to clarify. So on your individual board, if you place the die on one of those, you get the first row and then anything that's uncovered after that, right? So
Yeah, so let's say you place it on the black one there.
I'd get 2 iron.
You get 2 iron, plus you get to put your person in the palace. So the only thing I'd say is an issue. Well, if you did the bottom one, you would get your 2 pearls, put them in the palace. You have the money to move them up. Or do you? You do. And yeah. That's pretty cool. That's cool.
That's what I wanted to make sure that it was.
Yeah.
I get 2, not just 1.
Now remember though, you can revert your turn up until you flip a card.
Mm-hmm.
So if things didn't work how you wanted them to, you can reset it. And that gives you not just enough money and a little bit more pearls than you actually need to do your job there.
James can never have pearls because they're associated with wisdom.
Yeah, don't make me drive over there.
You can only drive over if you bring some of your games with you and leave them behind.
Oh man, do you have a stack of games for you at Mom and Dad's house?
I know.
Just gotta get it. There's one game I didn't get to fit in that package that you can get later on. But
yeah, I got it. Well, I got a box ready to go down to you.
ooh.
I think Ben might be stopping by here.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, that was a good one. Why?
What'd he do? I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah. He got a farmer.
Yep.
No.
No, he didn't get a farmer. He went into the palace and got the card.
Oh yes.
And then you get to pick one of the white actions on that card. So passage of time or your gain of money, do the well action.
Which I'm gaining the money and getting the well because I need the resources.
Because that's nice.
Which is, what resources do I want?
Right now I'm winning with 2 points.
You are winning with 2 points right now. You actually, I can tell from the board, you're actually technically winning from points right now too.
Yes.
Mainly just because your warrior gives you. Oh no, you're tied with me.
Right now the Warriors only giving me 1 point.
Yeah, so you're actually
I'm
tied with me. And you're tied with Evan. We're all tied. Well, other than you have 2 points, so you are technically winning. Yeah.
Back to my original statement.
Still winning by just 2 measly points. And as soon as Evan ends his turn, we'll do a new round. The one bridge action will fire off because there's a die left on it. And then we'll go in turn order. This time will be Evan, myself, and then Nathan.
Okay, and now I got to figure out what action I want to do on the board.
Yeah, because you'll get that bonus action. Then I think it goes to me and then Nathan to pick. And I think it's any white die action or white.
Yep.
Is it white die or just white?
White action.
White action, yeah.
I think I'm going to do this one. I can do that. Then I get my lantern reward.
Yeah, lantern rewards are nice.
My lantern reward isn't as nice as Nathan's, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I like this one. Confirm.
And then when Nathan goes, that's what going to reset all the die then, right?
The die will reset, and you get to go first.
As it should be.
As it should be. Okay. You have to confirm you're in a turn, Nathan.
Oh, yes, sorry.
And now we'll see new dice come out. Oh, man, equally
Ooh.
crappy except for the white ones.
White's really nice.
Yeah, everything else is good to go first, I would tell you that. Good to go first.
All right, so what am I going to do with this?
Pass.
I could pass. I could pass.
It's a good option that you should do.
Or how about I don't pass and do something?
I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I know the action I want to take, so you better not take it.
Take it.
Well,
Take
you
it.
tell me what it is, and I can make sure that I set up James to take it.
We both take it. Then he can't take it at all. It'd be beautiful.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
It'd be so sad for Nathan. Nathan would probably cry and then be sad and lament and cry again.
Well, I mean, if Nathan's going to cry about it, then I should absolutely do it.
Exactly. You know how it should be.
Do that.
Oh, actually, I can't quite pull off what I want to pull off.
Yeah, I can't quite pull off what I want to do too, which is probably the exact same thing you want to do. Because I know we both can't pull it off because it's just one short.
And I do have that option.
No, you don't.
I could do that, yes.
Nope, that sounds horrible. Why would you do that?
Because I can.
No, but maybe you can't. Maybe you can't.
Ooh, I just had an idea.
Oh, that is pretty nice. Oh, it's pretty nice. Ah. What's Evan gonna do?
Oh, actually, yes, it will.
Don't take my die. Don't take my die. Don't take my die. It's a bad idea. Whatever you're planning, if it has to do with my die, you don't want to do it. It's awful. Horrible. No good. Very bad. Some can say amazingly awful.
Okay. We're going to this, I think.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I was going to trade 2 Domio seals for a pearl. So I could do that. But I don't have any money now. And I needed that 5 die. Evan!
And you can do a seal action at any point in the turn, right?
Yes, you can 100% do a seal action at any point in the turn. I was going to do one so I had a pearl, enough pearls to do it, but you got enough pearls to do it anyway. But yeah, you could do a seal action anytime. I think you might have to do it before you do an action that gives you a seal if you overflow, but whatever.
Okay.
And you get a nice palace action. Oh no, don't take my card. Oh, do not take my card. No, you've done enough. This is where I'm praying really hard right now that you do not move somewhere. Please. I'm using my mind powers.
Oh no, I can't do what I was going to do. Because when you get the card, you only can do the white actions.
One of them, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if you reverted your turn and did something completely different. That'd be fine. Great.
Oh, I'm sure you would not mind one bit.
I would approve of this message.
Would do that.
Nope. Nathan, you cannot. It's against the rules.
I think I want to do.
Yeah, that would be smart.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Make sure I can do that.
Oh, you're moving them up. Oh, that's a nice card. Man, you're burning up that time track.
Okay.
Okay. And remember, you need a seal to get past that tree.
Which I have 4. I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Nah, I got iron. Lots and lots of iron.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't have any iron. Don't have any pearls. Bah, that's the best one, I think. I'm slowly coming after you, Evan. Slowly. Ever so slowly. Some may say
Okay,
intensely slow.
I'm in last place right now.
Are you?
Yeah, it says I had 0 points.
I think you're not. I think you're actually beating Nathan by 2 points right now.
No, Nathan's and you were tied with 2. I'm in last.
So
The game says so.
'Tis true. We also gave Nathan pretty crappy options for dice.
Which is always good.
Oh, you're doing the bottom thing.
yeah.
Oh, but you
I
get
know
the
it's-
lantern thing too, because you took from the left, right?
Yes. So I paid the money because I use a forward value, but I gained the money from my lantern action and some other
And
things,
you actually
so.
get to move on the passage of time track or whatever it's called.
And I get all the resources I wanted. But wow, somebody did spend 5 iron, huh?
I just did on my turn. Where have you been?
I wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about my turn.
Me
always
think
about
about
your
your turn. Always about your turn. Mirror.
That's my next action. Will get me.
Oh, I know what I'm doing today, Furbius.
Not that. Why did
Yes. What you doing?
That is a very good question. What am I doing?
Did you say destroy you?
No.
I'm pretty sure I heard destroy you. Hmm. Oh, that's good
Do
too.
that.
Oh, so many good options.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that might actually be an option.
Is it?
Action.
See the numbers coming down, Nathan? He's just like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Numbers are coming down. They're all zeros. It's all division by 0.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's why he keeps glitching.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
and then the final turn
Yep. Uh-huh.
should probably be that.
My number Nathan. I'm gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose. Your face is gonna lose.
My face is gonna lose.
Your face is gonna lose. So I'm putting together that One Piece chip that my daughter printed. It's actually gonna be pretty cool. Little model for her room. It's the Going Merry. It's the first
Yeah,
ship.
Going Merry. That's what I was gonna say. I was
Not
like,
the
it's not
not the Thousand Sunny one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they changed the name at one point.
Well, it's a different ship too.
Oh wait, no, that's the
True.
wrong one. Wrong one.
Evan!
So one thing I don't like is. Oh no, never mind. That doesn't matter.
So I think I've watched like 400 episodes of One Piece, and there's like 1,000.
Yeah, we're on like 336 or something like that.
Oh my goodness, this is harder than it looks.
I made it. I'm past a time skip, and I always hate when they do time skips in anime because they never do them well. This one's not terrible, but
Okay.
like when they just suddenly jump a year and then they have to explain away what happened during that 1 year,
Mm.
and the whole like feel often changes. But
Evan, you're killing me. Oh my gosh, did you get a good turn? So you spent the 5 iron. He's able to get 3 food and any of the white die action on the board there. Just insanely good.
mhm.
I wish I had more iron because then I could do another warrior action, but I don't have enough.
True.
Okay,
But it'd be okay, right? It'd be okay.
Everything will be okay. I have to do that one
Yeah, everything's hunky dory.
because the die are going to get crappy real quick.
It's true.
Ouch.
So the money is going to be important.
In our first game, I don't remember them. The first game, our dice we didn't have this many ones and twos in the first game.
Right. We rolled really high first game.
Yeah, which was nice. It was nice. But all right. So
I think we had like 2 rounds where the lowest number was a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do this now, I think. Gotta go here. And we're gonna do the gardener action. I'm gonna do this big boy one. Then I'm gonna pay 4 money to do whatever I want.
Does that screw up my plan?
I don't know why it would. Per se.
Not this turn, but my next turn.
Okay, we go there. I get my 2 passage of time. Still chasing Evan. Still chasing Evan.
Okay, so I'm going here and pretty much doing the same thing that Evan did.
Oh, yeah, because you have the 5 irons. You're going to go up there and then get your 3 food and blah, 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 blah. Whatever, you know.
Hey, that means that I made a smart choice.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad one.
Okay, and then I'm
The
gonna
downside that Nathan used a white die. I was planning on using a white die.
Yeah, they got burned up. And now, like, there's only one good die left, and it's not going to probably make it to my turn. So,
I
there
could
goes that.
perform. Oh, I didn't realize I could have performed another warrior action. But if I had iron left,
Yeah.
I could do a courtier right now. And I have enough money to do it, so I think that's what I will do.
This is a bad time to not have money.
And I like Yeah, I like this card.
God. I might end up having to take a lame well action.
Okay, I got a nice lantern bonus now.
Although black is dumb too. The black die. Okay, what's Evan gonna do?
What is Evan going to do?
I don't know what Evan's gonna do. Hopefully it involves just yeah,
Stuff.
stuff.
Now Evan can basically decide whether I get to do the action I want to do for my last action.
I think I'm just getting money for my last action. Ooh, I could go first.
Oh no, I can't do that. There's no way I can do the action I want to do, actually.
Yeah, excuse me.
Unless he does something crazy.
Oh, I have a good one. I think I got a good one.
You do have money, so you can do something amazing. Because don't forget, you can put a die over top of a die.
Which I just did.
I took the 4 black. Why?
Which means, yeah, we pretty much, I don't think we have a choice but to do a well action for both of us.
Yeah, which super sucks. Like, really sucks. But
Yeah, he did what I wanted to do.
yeah, because both of us don't have money. So, like, we're both in trouble for this last action.
Yep.
I mean, theoretically, you could give yourself 1 money and lose your Domino seal, but is that worth it for you?
Now I can't place a courtier in there, but I can advance one. Like so.
Oh no, and oh no! now you're gonna get the lantern action, and then you get to pick your bonus. Why do we even do a teach for Evan? We should just let him like not teach him so he doesn't win. Yeah, he got an amazing last turn, and Nathan, our last turns will suck.
I wonder actually. There might be a way for me to get around my problem.
You could sell your Domino seal for a coin.
Yeah, no, but if I take a lantern action, I could take that.
You get 2 coins, yeah.
But can I get those 2 coins before I pay to place the die? Probably not.
I don't know, but I might do that, so I'll tell you. My lantern action is not nearly as good as yours, but
Yes, my lantern action is pretty good.
Actually, do I want to put it on there? Do I want to do that instead? That.
Well, what I need to do is ensure that Nathan can't get a 2 die without sacrificing a lot. So that's what I need to do. I think this is the only player interaction I've seen in this game so far. There's some, but like this is the choice that I make right now determines whether Nathan has to take a 1 or not for his lantern action.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll do
actually.
that.
Uh,
Yeah, I should
well,
have
it's not
said
great.
that.
Oh, I hate to do it. What do I want though?
Oh, the pity square.
Please quit. And I gain a Domio seal back. Ha ha ha! What do I want? Yeah, I need a pearl.
So you basically
can't
hate
catch
draft.
up to Evan. He's like one step ahead of me each time on that dumb track.
No,
So
I could take the black too, and
you
just
could,
use
and
all-
that would limit a lot of people,
including me, but
including you. But does Evan have 4 coins? Is the question. Is yes. So he'll
yes,
have
he
an
does.
amazing turn if you leave that 2 there, and he's
But
already
that's-
doing really well.
But that hurts me going into the last round for having no coins left.
It does, but that is not true because you can use that action to get coins back plus extra cool stuff. Yeah, you could do it to get. You could spend your 4 coins to get 3 coins, 1 passage at a time, and a pearl.
Okay, that's good to know. I cannot get the lantern action before placing the dice.
Yes, that's true, which is horrible. So you might as well do what you
take the
do.
2.
Do the needful.
Do the hateful draft.
Make Evan cry for him.
Evan's still in last place.
You are winning.
No, you're
You're
not.
winning by a lot. It's so
Victory
sad.
points
It makes
on
the
the
tears
computer
cry
here
from my
says I
eyeballs.
have 0.
Because this is the first time you've played. First time.
The game says I have 0. I don't know why you're complaining.
Yeah, Nathan got a coin and he gets his Paishu piece or Damio seal and 2 free resources.
Okay.
Gaining 2 resources.
3 resources.
Pearl game. Now I just need coins. Thank you very much. Ooh, wait, these are still horrible. I wanted to be first, but Evan keeps moving forward. Make Evan stop.
Evan's doing just fine.
Yeah, you are doing just fine. You're doing pretty good.
These die rolls definitely make being first better.
Yeah, that's why I keep trying to race to be first, but someone is just too much of a go-getter on these things. I don't know what's happening. I really wish my lantern action gave me coins.
I could do that first.
I wouldn't.
I will.
I wouldn't.
I absolutely will.
I wouldn't.
I
have so
will
much
not
want
listen
to
to
do.
you.
I
'cause you're
wouldn't.
me.
Let's see what Evan does, because that's what really matters. What Evan's gonna do? Something horrible that's gonna make me cry, probably.
Do that. Don't give me that.
Hmm. See how fast this game goes too? It's like the last round too.
Yep. I think that's definitely what I'm doing. That
Oh, why did I do that?
Evan could potentially screw it up for me.
Yeah, mess up, Evan. Mess up. Take the well action, Evan. You know you want to.
Oh, must be 2 money, 3 money, but gains me 2.
Hmm.
Oh no, I forgot. I got it. That won't work for me because I got to do that to do that. Ah, too many moving parts, and I'm tired.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Actually, it gives me 4 money. Cost me 2 money, gets me 4, so I gain 2 overall. Okay,
Nathan going and talking to himself again.
that's what I do. Only interesting person to talk to.
Exactly what an AI would say. Exactly what an AI would say. Just saying.
Well,
Bebop, boobop.
AI's talking to each other or themselves would do AI speech, so it's not. I wouldn't use English.
That's why I said bebop, boobop. So that you know what's happening. Don't worry, Evan. You can just do whatever turn you want. It won't matter. You won't lose if you make the wrong decision. He totally will. Don't tell him.
Isn't that how all good games work? You lose if you make the wrong decisions.
No, not all of them. Have you played?
Well,
you
that's
played
true.
Shoots and Ladders? There's, you just roll dice or Uno.
There is no decisions to be able to make a wrong decision.
Oh, that is true. Quit moving on the track. Stop it.
Well, James has got so angry he broke the internet.
Broke the internet. All right. So what am I going to do in these?
And
Hey,
it's
this
his
is
turn.
true.
Yeah.
See if he's able to take his turn. There is a lot of planning ahead, and even on your turn, you're planning multiple actions within a single turn sometimes.
How was I going to get money again? Oh, I remember how I was going to get money.
Joke's on you. You weren't.
Yeah, I am.
Weren't you just claiming I was the goldfish?
My internet went out and I was trying to figure it out.
Ah, okay. James, Evan left my plan alone, but James screwed it up. Yes, he did exactly what I was planning on doing.
Oh, well, maybe there'll be a better card that pops up in there.
Except I can't take the action anymore because I don't have the money to take that action. I could go do that instead.
Well, if there's a super powered, there's not. Never mind.
Well, so I can't afford to put a die there. Well, other than maybe the white, but
I was gonna say if the white was super powered, but that's not the case.
I've almost caught up to you, Evan.
Downside is neither of us have Damios, so I don't think we're gonna get into the next area.
All right.
interesting. I could. Why is it only 6 or red 6? I don't want the red action on my player board.
What's wrong?
I'm just annoyed that the only 6 is a red 6, and I want either the black or white action on my player board, not red.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I could. That's not too. That is pretty bad. What are my options? I could do that. I don't have the money to do that. Darn it, James.
What's up?
I just don't like you.
No, that's fine.
I might
I'm a honey
have
badger.
to
I do what I want.
I don't think he's sad that you.
It hurts my soul, Nathan. It hurts my soul.
Huh. I really don't want to do that. I mean, that's not. I had such a good turn planned.
I'm gonna do it like this. Do 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 do. Oh, I can't do the whole song. Never mind.
I could do that instead. I do have the resources to do that. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, I remember what I'm doing now. I remember. Oh, quit taking my spots.
At this point, is the money better? Or the not the money, the points better to get?
I'm not sure
Uh,
what to tell you.
no, I think I'll do this.
No. No bother.
Now I have lots of stuff to work with.
Lots and lots of stuff.
And I can do another one of those actions.
What's Evan gonna do?
What's Evan gonna do? Really gonna do? uh,
Evan's gonna let me catch up to him in the Passage of Time track.
Not if I can help it.
Me.
I think that is my plan for my next action.
What is
I
Evan
wouldn't
gonna
be
do?
able to do that what I can.
What he doesn't want to do. He didn't want to do that. That is what he didn't want to do. He has angered me. You have angered me, Evan.
Good.
You have angered me. Shit. I mean, darn it. I mean, crap.
What's wrong, James?
I'm just saying you're horrible. You're horrible. Awful, horrible, horrible, awful. Yes. Yes, Evan. Yes.
And I break even.
I'm gonna break even you. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it. I'm very unhappy now, Evan. See this unhappiness? That's my face unhappiness. Unhappy face.
Your
You-
face is unhappiness.
You better give me a
Okay.
good card that comes out there that redeems you. It's probably going to be
I
awful.
hope it's terrible.
Shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Shoot! Evan. So
I
unhappy
screw up the
now.
plans, James.
Yes, you
I think
did.
that's what I'm doing. Yes,
Bark.
that makes sense. On the fourth one, we can do that. Get that up there.
No, you can't.
Nathan's talking to himself again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worse than ChatGPT. Maybe he is ChatGPT. Oh, I'm so
Look at
angry at Evan.
low numbers.
Evan, why did you do this to me? Oh, Evan. Why? Why? Oh, I don't even know what to do anymore. These dice are horrible, Evan.
I don't know what to tell you.
You're eternally sorry.
I'm not sorry.
You're eternally sorry. You wish you didn't screw me over as bad as you did.
Oh no, I did.
No! You're supposed to pretend.
I
Oh my gosh.
I have two plans.
I hope I
Finish
ruined
this
both
out.
of them.
Well, I doubt you can do both.
I'm so angry right now.
You should go to the well. That'll fix everything.
No, it will not. Actually, slightly will, but it will not. Don't you tempt me.
Okay, we'll go to the well twice, and then that'll.
I might have to go to the well to be able to do the dumb thing I want to do at the end.
And just so you guys know, still, I'm in last place.
You are a liar, dear sir.
You guys both have two.
You
and I have
fib.
0.
You fib so much.
See,
Fibber.
Nathan, 2 points. James, 2 points. Evan, 0. Evan's in last.
I'm gonna give you 0 points. What's gonna end up happening?
Evan's losing.
Evan's in Evan. Freaking heck.
That'll be my last action, actually. I want to do something else first if I can.
So mad right now. So mad at you, Evan.
You did go to the well.
Oh wow.
See, I'm not even going to look at the board because I'm going to get my hopes up on, like, I can do this or that.
Me. Evan.
I might have to do that first.
Get your resource, James.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. What are you going to do about it, punk?
Fall asleep on camera.
What are you gonna do?
Fall asleep. If you are not awake by the end of this, you have forfeited. All right.
We only have one more round to go.
I know. Well, Nathan's
Well,
all
Nathan's
thinking
got
his
two.
turn should be fast.
Oh yeah, it should be, but
It's not.
it's not going to be.
What were you doing with the things and the pointing and the numbers? Were you just glitching again?
I figured out what I was gonna do, but then decided it was gonna be my next
Why
turn,
did
not
you
this
take the toe black? Nathan, you make me so angry.
Oh, that's one small issue with that, but that's okay. I can probably work with this. That. Then go pay 2 for this. And then go here.
Got
And go
lots of money.
here.
Quit putting people on the board.
Get myself another seal. Draw a new card.
Ooh. We like it. Oh, but I have to use a black die and they're all gone.
One money left.
Nathan, you're a monster.
What are my options to do with
I'm glad Evan can't stop me from taking my mediocre turn no matter what.
Ooh, that's true.
It's true he can't stop me from taking my mediocre turn, yes.
Not that.
Actually,
Oh,
he
you guys
could. He could ruin it. He could. There's one way he could ruin it. Let's see if he does it.
I know what I hope to do, but you guys might screw it up for me.
What do you want to do?
Not telling you. There's actually a fairly high chance you guys will screw it up for me.
Yeah, it's probably what we're all looking at, which will make me sad.
If I don't get to do that action,
Nathan and his lantern
yes.
actions are insane.
yeah.
I'm just short all around.
You don't have any money.
No, I have money, but
Oh, then you're good. You can take any die you want and you have money.
problem is I have no resources.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, do you need your Damio seal? Oh, you need 2 of them to get a resource. Never mind. Don't forget about your player board actions. So that bottom one will give you 3 pearls, a Damio seal, and you get to do the warrior action, but you don't have any iron, so that doesn't do
But I
any
have no
good.
iron.
Oh yeah, so your board stuff sucks.
Okay.
I mean, I don't feel too bad. You've only had good turns the entire game, so like, go to the well. Go to the well and like it.
Go to the well and like it.
Although you don't need to do that. Absolutely do not need to do that.
Oh, I can do it that way. Okay. I have. Yeah, well,
No one cares.
I have my
Shush your
primary
face.
action and 2 backups. really hoping I get my primary action because that's huge.
I don't think you're beating Evan. I mean, you can get your 9 points, but
Oh, it'd be a lot more than 9 points if I get the action I want.
well, the one thing's really important for you to get.
What? Oh, don't want to ask. I'll ask later because may not have seen
I don't know that it'll be there by the time it gets to you, so we'll see. Like, you can chain a bunch of stuff.
You're probably looking at the same thing, but
Yeah.
9.
I mean, you got the stuff to do things. It's just if those things are still there.
Yes.
Evan can't stop me from doing it. Well, again, he could do one thing that would make it less awesome, but he can't actually stop me. Yeah, it could just be less awesome.
If I'm not stopped, I see 14.
I don't know how. Well, I mean, you're getting points no matter what on your turn, Nathan. That's gonna happen.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so we'll see.
It's a matter if I get 5 or 14.
And then when you take
Yeah.
the die, you only get to do lantern action if you have the farmer there, right?
No, that's not true. If you take a die, you get to do the lantern action no matter what. If you take a die on the left.
Okay. If
You
take
do
the
not
die
need
on
a
the left.
farmer there.
That actually might make it work. Do that.
Although it does my heart joy to hear that you might be taking a lantern action. I will say that for free. Although your lantern action is pretty dang cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna move out the time track, and I'm not gonna catch up to you, so that's not as good. Why would you do this to me? Boo.
Well, at this point, the time track only matters if you manage to pass a tree. Oh, and tiebreaker.
No, Well, I mean, I'm not tying with him, but yeah, tiebreaker. he can pass. He could pass a tree if you want to do this turn. I don't know that he wants to.
Yes. Well,
It's only 3 points.
he'd also have to have a second Damio. He only has 1 Damio token.
Oh, that's not that big of a deal. There's a way he could do it,
Yes.
but is it worth it? I don't
Oh
think
wait,
so.
no, I did. Doing this wrong. I'm confusing the 2 symbols.
Oh, okay.
Do 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 do.
And I'm doing it again. Huh. I'm tired.
It's okay. Maybe tell me what you're doing so I can ruin your turn. Oh, I know what you're doing. Which I don't think is what Nathan cares around unless you steal this card. Then he's going to cry. He's going to cry so hard.
What card do you think I'd care if he stole?
Well, I know what card he's stealing. Man, you have so many points on the board. Gosh, dang it.
I guess that could be a fair amount of points too if I managed to do that, but I can't do it. Well, that I could do actually. No, I can't.
Lots and lots of money. Nathan doesn't have money. Nathan does not have lots and lots of money.
There's no. I don't think there's any cards he could steal that would affect me.
You don't have a lot of money.
Correct.
I mean, no matter what, you can do part of your action.
Yeah.
he's going to take and do the lantern action and get 4 money right away.
Maybe. It's yeah. Yeah, he can do the light interaction and get 4 money.
Yeah.
Which will be the red die that he wants.
Well, for where he's sitting with the 5 food, he's going to take it, get the lantern action, place it so he can do the
Farmer. Yeah,
farmer
there's a
action, place
9-point
it there to spend
farmer,
the 4,
and then he can do
so he can do any
action. Yeah, and then from there he can actually do a warrior action. Oh, he doesn't have enough iron. He could have an amazing chain. If you had more iron and 1 more pearl, you could have put 3 workers out. That would have been broken.
Which one of these do I want to do if I do that?
You needed 2 more iron and 1 more pearl, and you could have just wrecked the board. And 4
Yes.
more. You could have just wrecked.
Well, I get a pearl with my lantern action, so.
But you need 2 more iron to put
Yes.
3 out.
Yes.
That would have been really amazing.
Really one that makes sense is to do this.
Oh yeah, that would be 16 points if I can do what I want to do, actually.
Oh, the one I'm thinking about would have gave you like 28 points.
Wow.
But you'd have you'd have to have the money, which you would have got. You would have the 2 pearl, but you needed 2 more iron, and you could have
yeah.
You could have just had a nutso turn.
No, I'm talking about with the resources I have, I could get 16 points. If I can do the action I want to do. But if I can't, I still can get a decent amount of points. Unless somebody's really mean. Where is he? Where did you go?
I do have a seal left. I think this actually works. I think this works. No, it doesn't work. I have to go back. I don't have a seal anymore. Oi, 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 like that. I don't have that seal. So 6.
Uh-huh.
Do I want to go back? Well, I spent all my iron. All the rest require a seal.
You ever play that game? Was not Minions, but where you Overlord, I think it was called, where you command all these minions, and one of the missions you can do is literally go and club seals.
I gotta restart.
Everybody's ignoring me.
No, I have not seen that.
So where'd you put your die?
If my guesstimate on math is right, if Nathan gets like 10 points this turn, he'll win.
Really?
Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know that your math is right. Who's blue? First off,
That's me.
that's Nathan. Oh yeah, you got a
Yes.
decent amount of points.
Yes, I do.
But I didn't do the hard math on it. I was just eyeballing it.
It could very well be.
Because my quick math was like 10-point difference in between you and I right now. I'm not even figuring James because, well,
Oh. James is doing a lot. Hopefully it's like his game of Earth where he's doing a lot of actions but not really getting much out of it.
No, I did get a bunch out of it. I got a lot of points, like a lot, but it's not as good as could be.
Okay, I think I'm doing the obvious thing that everybody saw is I'm going here to get the farmer action.
And at least getting your 9 points.
Yes. Which allows me to go and take the gardener action.
And then pay your 4 cards to do something on the board there, which could get you a warrior action, but you only have 1 steal, so that's pretty dumb. But you could take a palace action.
Well, the warrior action will let me pass the tree and get 3 points.
That's true, but you'll get 3 points plus more stuff if you go on the board.
But, well, I also get 4 points for doing the warrior action because I had the 4 things. But if I do a palace action, I won't have the money to put out a new person. So most I can get is 3 more points and a card, which would could give me the warrior action actually.
It could.
Oh no, but you can't take black actions, right?
That's
You
true.
only take white. Which
You'll get the passage of time though, and that'll
yes,
put you
getting
over
the
that, so you
passage
get 3 points. So you'll get more points by not doing the warrior action than doing the warrior and doing the palace action.
No, because if I do the warrior action, I'm getting the passage of time already. That's 3 points plus 4 points for my butcher action.
Let's
So
say
7 points.
let's say you do the palace action. So the
Yeah.
palace action, just without even, you get 3, 5, 6, 9 points.
Where are you getting 9 points? I see 3.
So you get 3, then you have to add up your blue warriors that are already there. They give you points. So that's going to be 3 more points. So
Except I can't put out another person.
You don't need to put out another person. You have 2 coins. What do you mean you can't? Oh, you don't have any people? No, you have 2 coins. Why can't you put out a person?
Because I'm spending the 4 coins to take the action.
Oh crap! I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So unless there's something that gives me points from the white actions I can take. Which,
Yeah,
not
I
really.
guess that's what you're doing. So not quite as good.
Out. Taking the warrior action.
If you had more iron, it would have been phenomenal.
Yes. Former warrior action.
Much like every Euro, there's never enough resources.
Never enough resources.
Passage time moves forward twice. And I pay the Daimyo token.
That'll give you 3 points.
Confirm. And that's my turn.
Now just going through scoring.
Okay.
Which I don't even know why it shows it, because you really it's going fast. It'll go faster and flip to the other page before you really can keep track anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, unless it needs to like sequentially do this for itself.
It might need to because it's still in beta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
18 points in one shot, 12 points.
I'm ahead.
12.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the final score?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you actually. Oh, it was a lot closer than I thought it was. So
if you got
46.
more than 10, you would have won.
46, 43, 42.
I got 16 points that turn, so yes, I needed 13
So,
to win.
well, I mean, you won.
Yeah.
So my math was real close.
But it was
to
very close. Like, almost won, and I thought I was doing really badly.
Yeah, actually, I thought you'd be further behind.
So I'm only 1 point behind Evan and 4 points behind you. And if I would have had a couple more resources and I didn't take that well action. So what do you think, Evan?
I'm happy I have a copy of it.
Yeah. It's definitely a fun game.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me a little bit of how with that one game you don't know the score until the end of the game.
That could be a lot of games.
Concordia.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Concordia is really hard because you can't see the other guy's cards. Or the other person's cards. In this game, you can math it out if you really care to. I personally don't think it's worth it to math it out. Just have fun, play the game. But you could math it out and figure out from the board state who's winning.
Yeah.
So this has a bigger benefit of Concordia because Concordia, if you've never played it before, you are going to get trounced to die horribly.
Yeah.
This,
well, not die, just lose horribly.
This one, you have a better ability to play a decent game.
There's a lot of mitigation in this game too, which I like.
I think Concordia, there's a lot on the teach if you have any chance of winning on the first game.
Nah,
like,
I think a lot of it has to do with learning to switch strategies and that board. I don't think you can teach it well enough that someone's definitely going to win the first game of Concordia if you play against someone that's. I think that you could teach it enough that they do well.
You can teach it well enough that they have a chance.
Yeah. It's
I
really.
don't even know because I think back the first time I played Concordia was with you guys, and you all played many times, and like it was not even a remote chance.
Well, I don't think we bothered really teaching it that well because everybody knew it but you.
The problem is how to prioritize stuff, and it's the biggest problem of that. There's just so many awesome things you can do during that game. It's really hard to know, to gauge yourself of how well you're doing until the game ends. That's why the Concordia game actually recommends that you do multiple scoring phases, so that when you play the game the first time with people, so they get an idea of where everything's situated as the game goes by. So the proper way we should have done that, which I don't know if it allowed it on the digital one we were doing, was we should have scored at different points so that Evan would get a better idea of like, is my strategy any good? You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest thing with Concordia is like, you don't know, for a new player, you don't have a clue how the score is really going to play out until the very end of the game, and everybody else has a rough idea.
You also don't know how to screw the other players over.
Yes.
Which is a big part of Concordia. The secret, like, oh crap, he's screwing me over because he noticed I need to get these things, so he's getting all the dang cards. You know? All right. So that was our playthrough of the White Castle. That's our second playthrough of it. I personally really enjoyed this game. I think that this game is going to make it to the table a lot. There are tons of worker placement games out there. This is definitely one of my favorites. I don't know if it's the favorite, but it's definitely way up there. It's sort of hard for me to beat games like Raiders of the North Sea and games like that are just clean and a lot of fun and easy to play. But this is up there. So final verdict, Evan?
It's probably staying in the collection for a little while.
Final verdict, Nathan?
I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more the second playthrough.
Yeah, because you won. Anyway,
Yes.
so I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Helps us bring out more content to you guys. Helps us get better equipment and all that fun stuff. But either way, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching.